Hi there, and welcome to the show. My name is Aaron, and this is the Call to Cinema. And tonight we are looking at some big announcements that have been announced over the last few days, as well as getting a look at my Spanish haul, the stuff that I got from Metaluna, and a bunch of other things as we talk about what companies I think are really on the up and some big announcements that were made. And I'm drinking we picked up a Dolce Gusto in Spain, which is a really cool machine. And rather than having coffee right now, I'm having a different chocolate, kind of a cocoa, which is really freaking good. If you're there, say hi, let me know that you're there. And if there's any announcements you want to talk about, hopefully we'll be able to talk about them. Hey there, Alan. Thank you so much for coming in. There's a bunch of things to look at today. I will go through the stuff that I picked up in Spain. I'll let you know why and how I picked it up. And there'll be like no particular order for a lot of this stuff. But it'll be interesting to go through anyway. Hey there, George. Welcome, man. Hey there, Corinne. So we'll start off with one that I think some of you guys have seen some of these because you've seen the pre-tape videos that I did. But it's kind of neat to go over them with you live. That way, if you have any questions, any things you want to know, then that's always a thing we can do. So when I was in Spain, I picked up yet another one of the limited edition sets. This one was the Ghoulish Trilogy. Yes, there's 4, but this has the 3 here, which has the one I like, Ghoulies Go to College. Hey, Sean, welcome, man. It's a ton of fun. It is absolutely gorgeous. All of these are numbered with cards on the inside. This is 622 of 1600. And let's look at the inside. So, classic. All right. The iPad. Yes, Culture Vulture. It closes for usually for most of the month of August. I think it opens up around the 23rd or 26th. Let me know if you go there once it opens up again, because their stuff rocks, man. I won't take you the art cards right now unless you guys want to see them after. But a lot of the Metaluna stuff's behind me, which I'm going to look at after as well, because I brought new boutique labels into the library for the first time, which was amazing. I went to CX and picked up a couple 4Ks. So I have the Scream 1 to 4 set that came out a while back, one of the Mask. So I had to go and get the 4Ks for Scream, which is Scream 5 and Scream 6, because I saw these in theater, but I didn't. Definitely a lot of spaghetti westerns and a lot of Giallo stuff. If you watch Paul Naschy, a lot of his stuff is filmed there as well. I was in Torremolina this time around, which is close to Malaga, along the Costa del Sol. Oh, they are really good. Those hammer sets. We'll get to that, man. The one that my better half picked up, that was the only one she wanted herself, and it was the 4K of Top Secret. She loves this movie. Val Kilmer recently passed away. And so this was one that I was looking through. I said, I won't get it. It's too expensive. But she picked it up. She said, we need this one. So this was Hin's chase. This was Hin's one pickup and in Spain. I am a big fan of a certain Spanish director, and I wanted to have his set. It is really funny. This is a big deal for me because I've been looking for this for a long time, and it has most of his films, is single films. And this is Jami Balagaro. And if he kind of sounds familiar and you're not quite sure, if you've ever seen the Rec series, so he directed all the Rec films. If you ever saw the French film, Extremities film, Inside, he was the producer of that. He produced Inside as well. And these are his other horror films that he did. I'll make sure I get the names right here. So I'm actually going to use a cheat sheet to... Now, these here, by the way, are all in English language. So there was no issue with that. Even though it came from Spain, it's an English language one. So it starts off with the 1999 film, The Nameless, which is, I think, a Ramsey Campbell story. And then from there, we go to Darkness, which was done in 2002. And that one has Anna Paquin and Lena Olin in it. And then we get Sleep Tight, which is one I'm actually really curious about, because I don't think I've seen that one. We have Fragile here, which is, of course, the one starring Calista Flockhart and Alinea Ania. We also have Muse. So that's the fifth film. So it's like The Nameless, Darkness, Fragile, Sleep Tight, and Muse. Is it really? I don't think I've seen Sleep Tight, so I'm kind of stoked about that. But I know I've seen Muse because it's Franca Potente. I think that's her name. She's was in like the the Running movie that that I really enjoyed. Some simple stuff on the DVD side I picked up was I picked up the Ruth Rendell set, like Spectre Wexford, because I like watching British stuff, and I already have this movie. I still collect omnibus, not as much, and I moved 3 years ago. This is my third year in Flex in Morocco, so I haven't gotten an omnibus in about a year and a half though, so I'm hoping to change that when I go to Canada next year. This is, of course, God, oh my God, Wall Bunch. There we go. And I know this one has a Nick Redmond commentary, and unfortunately, he passed away. He's the guy that ran Twilight Time. I wasn't sure if my Blu-ray had Nick Redmond on commentary, so I picked that up. It was only like €1. Also, this was kind of cool, so I had to grab this. I'm a big fan of V, the series. I used to buy the comic book when I was a kid. No, I moved from Canada to Morocco. I will be moving back anytime in the near future, unless I'm really serious. Because unless I win a lot of money, and I can take everybody with me. But the problem with the V complete series that I had, and I'm sure you guys might know this, they were all flipper discs, right? So I want to pick this up. So this one here, it's hard box, has the complete. So it has V, the miniseries with the Kenneth Johnson commentary. It's on 2 discs. It has V, the complete series. What's really neat about this, it's single-sided. The other one I had was double-sided, and it was starting to get like iffy on whether it would work. A couple of discs, so as soon as I realized that this was single-sided, I had to grab it. And of course, I was going to have the series and the miniseries. You got to have the fun about it, and that was included in there, so everything was in here. So I was extremely stoked to see that. Some people have left before we get to the good stuff. It always happens, It's been a while since I've seen it too. This is really good hot chocolate. I just wish it was a bigger cup. Also, I finally picked up The Joshua Tree. This is a Dolph Lundgren action film. Now, when I was a kid, I had a big crush on this girl right here, Kristen Alfonso, who plays Hope Brady on Days of Our Lives. And as a young, teen, preteen, whatever I was when this came out, I was so super stoked because there's a nude scene for like this actress, but it was a body double. So it's a good movie. So that was the only reason I got. The reason I initially watched it, but I actually liked the film. But it's different artwork on the inside. There's Dolph Lundgren and Kristen Alfonso, and it has art cards. She is gorgeous, man. Oh, V, yeah. V's an excellent show. I wasn't so big on the update, and that wasn't a reboot, really. It was more like a continuation. Because Jim Balder's character is in it. But I did enjoy it overall. Now, the stuff that George will know about. I picked up some Steelbooks. It's been a while since I got some Steelbooks. Good friend of mine, Jake, who runs the channel Steelbook Obsessed, who has a great YouTube channel and a fantastic Instagram as well, by the way, got me back to Steelbooks. Hey, Matty, welcome, man. Did I? Well, hopefully it'll be worth it. So the first one I found was the Outlaw Josie Wales. And I'm a big fan of this one here. So I was just looking for the regular edition, but it wasn't available, just the Steelbook. Now, what's really neat is if you buy the Steelbooks from Europe, because I'm sure some of you guys are watching here from the United States or Canada, and you may have this. Alien Earth. I don't think I have. I'll check it out, though. I'm always looking for something new to watch. Is that this edition here includes a 4K disc and a Blu-ray disc. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that the North American ones only include a digital code and a 4K disc, which is annoying as hell. Show the interior artwork because it is absolutely freaking gorgeous. Warner Brothers are definitely on a roll with these here releases. This is the Blu-ray, by the way. So this one has a lot of quotable Clint Eastwood lines, including the famous "Dying ain't much of a living, boy," which this is kind of like the closest we've actually really gotten to something along the lines of Jonah Hex, an actual Jonah Hex one. Then I got one that I knew George had, and it's kind of one of the reasons I got it because I say I don't have it. And this is one of the best Steelbooks that came out this year. But I got the limited edition version. It was actually the only version there, and this is Dirty Harry. It is the first movie to be about include a serial killer. Yeah. So there's that. Now let's look at the Steelbook on the inside and the swag. So first off, it's got this really stylized Steelbook, kind of a Mondo look to it. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the look of this. Turn it around, and it's like that classic scene when he's walking over to the car, to the guy, and the guy's like lying there, and he says it for the first time, you know, in all this excitement, I'm not sure if I shot 5 bullets or 6. And the guy's like, he's like, I don't know, man. What was that thing? Got artwork on the inside. We've got Scorpio Killer right here, played by Andrew Robinson. And again, you can see we have a Blu-ray and a 4K. So absolutely had to have that. Love the look of this Blu-ray, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous. But with these big Warner sets include other things. So this here is the swag packet. Scorpio Killer. Originator, Spectre Harry Callahan, 1971. 71, the year I was born, by the way. Now we'll look through got the character cards. Classic sequence. John Vernon. It is. It's John Vernon. John Vernon is a Canadian actor, played the mayor. And now we got the suspect profile right here. Claims that Spectre Callahan is abusing and harassing him. And a note from Scorpio Killer. The way they put this stuff together is insane. We got behind the scenes, double-sided. It's his son, Kyle Eastwood. Oh, cool. There's a color one right here. It's bus scene filming. Like, these sets are really good. My dad has the one for, I think, Pale Rider, which is another Absolutely gorgeous set. Wonderful one too. The Ghoulish Trilogy is amazing. And we have a poster that is double-sided. I actually love this poster right here. So overall, an amazing set. Great artwork, great supplementals. You know, the kind of cards you actually want, as opposed to sometimes you get stuff that's just, and you're like, what do I want this for? But you see like these behind the scenes stuff that cool. Like this is a gorgeous one. This Jake said from Steelbook Obsessed, you know, and he collects all the Steelbooks, right? He said this was top Steelbook of the year. And one that was a little controversial, and that is Lethal Weapon. Now, I absolutely adore this. This outer box is incredible for Lethal Weapon. Comes out with a nice translucent slip, which is really, really good. I love the look here. Look at the way the eyes are. Look at the way the eyes kind of, like they're haunting you, right? We've got the on the side and the LW for Lethal Weapon there. So this is the Steelbook. Megan Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon. Here, bad guys, no one home but us cops. Sorry, the good guys. So when I saw this initially, NVIDIA released their 4K sidekick. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Well, I guess you lost the rights to us. What's that? This reminded me of Loaded Weapon. I thought it was a Loaded Weapon Steelbook, but with this here, in short, I got it. Again, it does come with a Blu-ray and a 4K disc. Artwork on the inside. That big explosion sequence. And I do like it, though I think they probably could have done better with the interior for that one. Though I absolutely adore this. Again, this is the packet for the swag. And we'll look at some of the announcements in a minute, by the way. We'll just go through this real quickly. And here we're going to start out with, because I haven't looked at this one myself either. Like the amount I looked at it on the pre-tape is the amount I've looked at it. Of course, the classic poster. And looks like Japanese, I think, art. Poster as well. So kind of cool to see that. But again, we also get some really cool cards here too. They're double-sided. Go through these quicker. And there we go. That's the entirety of that one there. A little bit less than Dirty Harry, but it costs a little bit less, and it was a really, really cool addition to the library. Hold 1 second there. I thought I heard the door, so just bear with me for one moment. I'll be right back. Please bear with me. I'll be like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Hey, Black Gloves, I'll be right back. I do apologize. So next door, well, outside we have a guy that helps us feed the outdoors cats, um, but we buy the food for them. So usually once a week he comes and knocks on the door to get the food. So that's what he just did, and I just had to fill up the bucket, fill food, and I'll do 4Ks, two more on your Cobb. Oh, so sweet. On one, yeah, that's a big announcement. We're actually going to talk about that. So yeah, we looked at this, right? We looked at this. I'm assuming we looked at this. But again, a great addition to the called Cinema Library. And I had part 2 in this edition. How many Hammer 4Ks are there right now? There's 3 of the big limited editions, Captain Kronos, Quatermass Experiment, and Quatermass 2. And there are 4 of the smaller limited editions, which are Shatter, Four-Side Triangle. Thank you, George, man. Blood Oranges, and the Man in Black. Really appreciate that. You may have actually made us hit the market we're looking for the month. So Terrifier 3 came with a brand new sexy special edition. So I wanted to get this one out here as well. There was a 4K there, but I had this Terrifier. It's not one of the films that I think ever needs a 4K. Any of them. But I wanted to grab the special edition. And it was a cool Blu-ray one. Eureka and Deaf Crocodile are amazing companies. There's certain companies that I don't collect. There's certain companies that I will 100% collect all the time. So again, it has a Betamax tape look to it. We get different alternate artwork here. And once again, we include the CD soundtrack. It comes with the Terrifier 3. So far 7, yeah. Kind of puffy sticker. A bunch of Christmas cards that you can send out to your friends if you want to. I wouldn't keep them, but so they're like postcards things. So right in the back, see. I'll show you the Hammer set afterward. That's such a creepy character. Fantastic phonograph. And this is the track list for the CD. It has 18 tracks and a book in which I can't show you very much because a lot of super gross and some nudity and stuff. So just kind of believe me, it's a well-done book. So again, that's a loaded collector's edition of Terrifier 3. Also have a loaded collector's edition of Terrifier 2. I, as of yet, do not own the collector's edition for Terrifier 1. I don't know if I got one, actually, like this. But I keep an eye out for it, just in case. Now, my friends, the Metalloon stuff. It's behind me, so... Oh, also picked up this house set. Look at this. Share real quick. And there are cards inside of her house as well, for the house films. This is $779. A lot of these go to print really quickly. Hey, this is Goose. He's a cutie. Get a drink. These are zero drinks. I don't drink anything with the sugar most of the time. Okay, so Umbrella is one of my favorite companies of all time. I love the stuff that they do. Now, what's cool is that they do limited special editions of releases, but they also do standard editions as well. So if you can't afford to get a special limited edition, they also have the standard editions too. So they're doing these sets called Hospitation Rarities, and I haven't gotten volume 1. Haven't been able to find it, but I did pick up volume 2. Now this one is set with mostly horror stuff. So it's got Desolation Angels, which I don't even think got a DVD release. Oh yeah, I saw. I love the new Superman. It more than met my expectations. It exceeded my expectations. I was super stoked. And I think I haven't got to see Fantastic Four yet, but I'm assuming I'm going to like that one too, because you both like fix something that I think has been something we had that's been a big problem for a long time, and that is that people spend too much time like looking at origins and stuff like that, and not enough time just actually telling a good story. So the Hospitation Rarities, we got Desolation Angel, Coda Symphony of Evil, which is a slasher film, if I remember correctly, and The 13th Floor, which I'm pretty sure is a supernatural horror. I know I've seen 13th Floor like a long time ago on VHS. Desolation Angel, I don't think I've seen ever. And each of them get their own mix. So here we got, look at this cover. It's freaking awesome, right? Now it does, have the inside. I love this kind of way that they do these. Great features on it, by the way, too. We got Stephen Vag talking about the car as villains in Australian film, which just happens a lot in Australian film, actually. A lot of car movies, right? Fair Game, for instance. I think the 13th Floor. This is right order. This is Coda Symphony of Evil. The Killer's mask has been kind of creeped me out, so I'm actually kind of stoked on that. I'll show you. And what's really neat here is we get like auto commentary. We get an interview with David Foreman, who's the cinematographer, and interview with Lydia Clark as well. Last but not least is one that a lot of people know. Is Umbrella is really killing it. The stuff that Umbrella's putting out and the release they're doing. Look at this one here. Look at this gorgeous cover for 13th Floor. Look how amazing this is. Got a commentary with writer-director Chris Roach. With the actress from the movie, Lisa Hensley. Women in Peril by Andrew Mercado, which is talks about a visual essay on like women in peril. So I love this here. Look at this. But 2 wasn't the newest volume that they had for the Hospitation Rarities. The newest volume was a neo noir set that they put out. And I got it. So you can see Brian Brown on the cover right there. This is the standard edition. We do save a lot of money. It's still got all the films, standard edition. So what I love about this is it does have the Hospitation Noir moniker right there. See that? So this is Scooby Malone with Jack Thompson, and Thompson or Thomas? Thompson, yeah, Thompson. Yeah, right. And it's got a interview. It's got Steve Vag on here. It's got John Cleary, Jack Thompson, Judy Morris, Victoria Anox interview on here as well. Really cool film. If you've never seen it, can't show you. It's a new dandy side. Sorry for that. And next up, we got Goodbye Paradise. Stacy lives in paradise, and paradise is in big trouble. And on this one here, we got Denny Lawrence moderating a commentary with Jane Scott and John Seal. And Jane Lawrence moderated by Stephen Vag. Interview with Grant Dodwell, Carl Schultz. Can I show you the inside this one? No, I don't think I can. Okay, so just know there's nudity in those. Forget them. And this is a big one with Brian Brown called The Empty Beach. One man against Sydney's underworld. I got to see Weapons, actually. I hear it's really good. We got Auto Commentary with Brian Brown on here, and our Eastwood interview with Brian Brown, interview with Anna Maria Monticelli, interview Dead Quick, a documentary on author Peter Corris. Really, Mark Hunter, The Empty Beach music video. So really, really, really excited to watch all three of these films. I'm very excited to see what they have for Volume 4. Anybody that's watched my channel for a long time know that I reviewed for Umbrella for a while before I moved here. I've always been a company that I've tried to keep up with because I just love a lot of their stuff. Before I get into the really big stuff, which I know you guys want to see, I got my first Potemkin. So Potemkin is a company that is in France, and it's kind of Criterion-esque. Del Toro, Guillermo del Toro is a massive fan of the company. And there's a video on him going to a Potemkin store in France and actually spending about 3,000 euros there. So this is a movie called Dementia. It was done in the early 50s. Brightburn pretty much is kind of like New Superman, yeah. Cool movie, actually, Brightburn. And it's more of a experience as opposed to a linear film. And I've been wanting to check this out for a long time because as I get older and I watch more and more films, I do want those films that are going to challenge me. And this seems like that. The alternate for it was this here. And I love this artwork, by the way. Look at this. Daughter of Horror. Blood on her hands, doom in her eyes. See the ghoulish monster, her mad fury, a sinister hand that lives. And what's neat is it includes both Dementia and the exploitation version, Daughter of Horror, on here, both versions. There is a French featurette on exploitation, and it is presented by Joe Dante. So really cool to check that one out. The artwork on the inside, too, is actually super cool and unique. So I got this as kind of a bonus because I was getting up enough to get a round amount on my order. So I said I'll pick up Hatch for Honeymoon because I don't have it, and I just want to get an edition of it. What I didn't know was that the Hatch for Honeymoon that I picked up for maybe $5 was this, and it was a media book, French media book. So it's from ESC, which is a big company in France. And Alan, you'll be glad to know it's DVD and Blu-ray. Hey, Anubis, welcome, man. I was recently on Noobs' channel. Please check out the video. Had a blast. We talked about the strange case of Mrs. Ward, which is a film that I adore. Speaking of Giallo stuff, right here. All right, I've added a new company to my channel. Let's start with one. I've added Imprint. And man, am I impressed. Imprint is the premium line for a company called Via Vision in Australia. They cost more. Yeah, that's right. Daughter of Horror. That is the same movie, by the way. Just playing the Blob. It is super underrated. Hatch for Honeymoon's really good. And I wanted to try Imprint. I wanted to get a film focus, but they didn't have it in stock at the time. So, but I knew I was going to pick up The Uninvited, The Unseen. This is kind of, for me, this is like Criterion level, what they do. And you'll see why in a second. Very hard knockbox. Oh, we'll get to the announcements in a second, don't worry. Yeah, I just had to get a lot of stuff to go through. We got some Imprint to talk about. We got some 101 films, some 88 films. Each one of these has a quote on the inside. And there's always a card telling what's on the back. So This is absolutely gorgeous artwork for Uninvited. Number 313 in the Imprint library includes a new Alan K. Road commentary, a video essay, Last Exit Brooklyn, I really want actually, by Kat Ellinger. So I'm really excited about that. Gail Russell, The Flame That Burned Twice as Bright. 2 original variety play adaptations, which I love these, from Ray Milland. One good thing with Imprint, by the way, guys, as far as I know, same with Umbrella, all the releases are region free. I haven't found a region locked one yet for either company. And The Unseen, which I'm very excited to see, has an Alan K. Rood commentary and a video essay by Imogen Sarah Smith and Max Every. So called Gothic Noir, The Unseen Touch of Henry James. Really stoked to check that out too. Kat Ellinger, Imogen Sarah Smith on the same set. You can't go wrong with that. 313 and 314 in the Imprint library. And don't you just love the look of their case, like side of their cases? I adore them. I'm an Imprint convert now. And I wanted to try the Imprint television line. And as you guys know, if you watch my channel for a lot, I love TV movies. It's a passion of mine. And one of the things I love so much about Kino's more recent announcements was the proliferation of Dan Curtis TV horror films that are coming out. So this one here, TV Movie Collection, TV Movie of the Week Collection 2. It's got Terror Among Us with Ted Shackelford, Fallen Angel, and Shattered Spirit. On this side here, we see like each got a TV set from the film. 70s and 80s were like the king of the time, for the TV films, right? 17, 18, 19 in the television library. And look at this. The back of it is done. If you're old enough to remember this, this is meant like a TV guide listings. As always, there is a card. We start off with Terror Among Us with Ted Shackelford. And I think Jennifer Salt's in this one too. She is, yeah. He's the creepy guy in the film. We got Dana Hill, Richard Mauser, and Melanie Dillon, and Ronnie Cox in Fallen Angel. Another excellent film. And Martin Sheen in a film about alcoholism, Shattered Spirits. Only with the trailer, actually. The cool thing about these here, I'll just put it there if anyone wants to pause on this, not watching this live to see if you want to read these, is that it slips into this inside the case without any issue, so that you never have to worry about losing it. I love Kick-Ass movie, actually. Got a drink before I get to the next part. Time for the beast. I did a video on the unboxing of the safe. I want to watch that later. Would appreciate it. Quatermass 2. John Gore was and still is a prolific Broadway producer, I think. And he bought Hammer Company and decided he wanted to do it right. So this is the third in their mega limited edition 4K series. These are 4K releases, by the way. They do a limited edition 4K series for the big sets, and they do like smaller limited edition sets for like smaller titles. This is Quatermass 2. It was preceded by Captain Kronos, which was their first release, and Quatermass, the Quatermass Experiment. It is a hard box with a full leather case. Nice, kind of like shiny. It's like a texture feel to it. It's a fun. I like Kick-Ass a lot, actually. I wasn't so big in the second one, but I did like the first one. Lionsgate is putting out a ton of really good stuff right now, Jessica. There is so much that they're doing. So there's a box inside of the box. And the North American film, American title for this movie was Enemy Many from Space, because we suck at titles in there. So Enemy from Space. And on the alternate side is beautiful new Graham Humphreys art. If you ever read Scream magazine in the UK, which comes to Canada and I think the United States as well, you've seen Graham Humphreys' fantastic artwork. There's a Quatermass one. It's called the Quatermass Experiment. Quatermass started out, it was written by Nigel Neal. It was a TV serial. Only 2 episodes of the original serial exists still, Jessica, but it was made into a film by Hammer Films, and they recast the role, made Brian Donlevy Quatermass, and he would be Quatermass in the Quatermass Experiment and in Quatermass 2. And when they did a third one later on, Quatermass in the Pit, they'd use Andrew Keir as Quatermass in the third film. So, why is this such a big deal? Why are so many people talking about this release? You're going to find out why. So I'll show you the poster. We'll start with the poster. It's pretty simple. So is the original poster from Quatermass 2, along with a Spanish poster for the film. A lot of people mistakenly think it's French, but Spanish. What's really neat, if you're like a Carry On guy, Sid James as a this is before he did Carry On as a role in this film. So before I show you the discs, it comes into a mirror. Look at this. We just go across it. Isn't that freaking stunning? There are 5 discs. There are 2 4K discs, 3 Blu-rays. For a long time, Quatermass 2 thought to be lost. The TV serial, not the movie, the TV serial. But thanks to work that they did, Quatermass 2, the TV version, all 6 episodes are right here on Blu-ray for the first time. They had a DVD release before, but it's the first time on Blu-ray. You have a 4K for Quatermass 2, both a widescreen 166 theatrical and a full screen 137 as filmed. With a ton of features and commentaries. The North American edition gets its own 4K as well, Enemy from Space, which is a 1:85 aspect ratio, with 2 other commentaries. There's around 5 commentaries in total and a bunch of featurettes. And there's Blu-rays for each of those as well. Features are crazy, and we'll get to those in a second. We're not done. A lot of times people complain but they're putting ones that are really special out with their own big special editions. And it deserves, trust me when I say it deserves it. These aren't just art cards. These aren't just law cards. These are the actual reprints of the actual lobby cards that were placed in the theaters in the United States when this movie came out. So it's not cards that were taken. It's not like behind the scenes. It's not like pictures. Not just random cards for no reason. It's the actual lobby cards reproduced for the set that showed in the theater at the time. For me right now, I've got over 10,000 movies in my collection. And when I'm looking to get something new and something different, unique that I don't have, I'm really looking to buy something that is special, that stands out, that I can really dive into. That's why Imprint, Umbrella, and Hammer do tend to be companies that I super look towards for their releases. So there is the Enemy from Space one that would have been in there because it wouldn't have been called Quatermass. And just imagine all these were on display in the US, probably Canada too, theater lobbies when you went to the theater to promote the film. I really wish they still did that, you know, like we still got lobby cards in theaters. So it would be great. So after. Hey, Kevin, welcome, man. I don't know. It's a rights issue for the third one, Creator Master Pit, the one with Andrew Kier. So hopefully, like fingers crossed, he will since he did the first two. I can imagine he would hopefully try for the rights for the third one. But as of right now, I'm not quite sure. Sweet Revenge release tonight. Yeah, it does actually. So this is the graphic novel. So this was done in Hammer magazine, and it wasn't just. It's David Lloyd, by the way, the guy that drew V for Vendetta, the Alan Moore classic, drew this. Can you tell? Really fun read, which I have read, by the way. But a really big read is this right here. This is the Quatermass Papers Volume 2. Of course, the Quatermass Papers Volume 1 was in the Quatermass Experiment. And look at this. This is a book. This isn't a booklet. This is a frigging book. It's over 170 pages long. One of Hammer's best films in any genre, which is actually true. I love this film. It's neat here. This is talking about the two Quatermasses on TV. Because John Robinson had to take over. Because the actor that played Quatermass in the first serial had passed away. So really hard to thing to take over. That was the original Quatermass right here. Was Reginald Tate. He passed away before the second one got made. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Not just pictures from Quatermass, though. There's pictures from different Hammer films, like Stolen Face, which I'm surprised they haven't put out yet. Now Janelle in 1950s horror. It's so good. It is so good, so well put together. Look at this. Look at that. Does that look amazing? By the way, I was going to mention features that are on this. So I got to go to page 167 because it actually lists features on here. I love that these are. Hey, Gino. I like classic flicks, so that's actually a possibility. So we got things here like there's different commentaries. There's not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, 7 commentaries on this. 7 commentaries. We got the Legend of Janelle Part 2, Enemy from Space. We got a doubling down, the making of Quatermass 2. A Man of Action, which is about the career of Brian Donlevy. Quatermass Crew, which talks to the third assistant director and special effects artists on here. There's a debate on whether Brian Donlevy was a good Quatermass because Nigel Neal didn't like him, so they have people like debating Brian Donlevy's Quatermass. We got not one but 2 different like archival interviews with Val Guestin talking about his entire career. He was the director of Quatermass 2 and so many other films. Reviving Quatermass 2, which is a look at the restoration of this one, and the restoration is amazing, by the way. A Super 8 version of the film, trailers, BBFC censor cards, of course, the Quatermass series itself. It's insane. Isn't that insane, the amount of stuff that's in here? That's classic. That is how you do that's how you do a release, right? That's how you put together an amazing edition of a release. Because we've seen stuff come out from companies, let's be honest, and we're like, oh, it's 4K and it'll cost like $50, $60, right? Sometimes more. and there'll be nothing in it. Or there'll be like a disc, it'll be like a 4K disc. When you're on a Blu-ray disc. If you're lucky, it's a digital code. If you're lucky. This has 2 4K discs, 3 Blu-ray discs, double-sided poster, replication of the lobby cards from the actual film that were actually in the lobby, complete graphic novel, a massive book. When you get something like and put in a hard box inside of a hard box. When you get a release like this, when something like this comes along, it really, and Umbrella does it too, right? Umbrella does these amazing releases as well, like this, like the Super Mario Brothers set from Umbrella, and some of the other sets that they put out as well. People say, well, they're a bit pricier. Stuff, they cost more, and they do cost a bit more. But as you can tell, they cost a bit more for a reason. True, will take a while to watch, and that's what you want, right? If you're plunking down premium price, you want premium quality. I don't mind spending premium price for Hammer, for Imprint, for Umbrella, because I always feel like I'm getting my money's worth. I always feel like they're extremely well done. I need that possession release, by the way. Let me just put these back real quick, and then we'll look at the new announcements. I do apologize that this took longer than I expected. Wow. Whew. Okay. Let's start with the Imprint announcements, since we just did Imprint. There's some really good announcements here, including one I'm super excited about. So there is the new bundle for October. Not really a horror-centric bundle, which I normally say for them do. With the stuff they put out recently, I can't say I'm disappointed. So we start off with directed by John Huston from 1979 to 1987, 41 to 43. It is 3 classic films from John Huston. We start off with Wise Blood from 1979, Under the Volcano from 1984, and The Dead from 1987. I remember seeing The Dead in theater, actually. Limited to 1,500 copies. Now, Wise Blood, I don't remember this one as well, but like Brad Dourif, Ned Beatty, Amy Wright, Harry Dean Stanton. What a cast. We got a new commentary here. We got a new video essay by Kat Ellinger. Interview with Brad Dourif, with Benedict Fitzgerald, with Michael Fitzgerald, with Amy Wright. Fresh out of the army and drifting, Hazel Motes is a young, poor, and determined to make his mark. Landing in the small town of Tolkenham, he founds a church without Christ, a provocative mission that draws eccentric followers. So, stoked on that one. On the Volcano, with Jacqueline Bisset, Albert Finney, and Anthony Edwards. Against the backdrop of war breaking out in Europe and the Mexican Fiesta Day of the Dead, we are taken through the surreal final days of Geoffrey Furman, a British consul living in alcoholic despair and obscurity in a small southern Mexican town in 1939. Adored by critics, including 4 to 4 stars from Roger Ebert. It's a masterclass in acting based on Malcolm Lowry's autobiographical novel. We got a commentary by Josh Nelson, a video essay by Stephen A. Russell, and notes from Under the Volcano, a 1984 feature documentary, as well as 1987's The Dead, the last John Huston film that was made, actually. We got an audio commentary over here as well, an interview with Guy Williams. And this is one of Akira Kurosawa's favorite films of all time. I don't think it does come with the comic sequel. It's an incredible set, Curran. I'm very, very excited about this one. Follow this up with one that actually kind of surprised me, but I did like this movie back in 1991, and it's Frankie and Johnny with Michelle Pfeiffer and, of course, the absolutely fantastic Al Pacino. Also, great, supporting cast: Nathan Lane, Hector Elizondo, Kate Nelligan. Got a commentary here by Scott Harrison. Just a cool release. Followed it up with Afterglow from 1997, and again, look at this cast here. We got Nick Nolte, Laura Flynn Boyle, Julie Christie, Johnny Lee Miller, an underrated Sherlock, by the way. Got a brand new audio commentary with a whole bunch of interviews with, I'm going to guess, our archival features as well. Storm Warning, really, really good film, actually. I love that film. Anybody that's watched this channel, watched it for a while, know that every time you see like the opening that comes on my pre-tape videos, that Jamie was the guy that did the music for that. He actually got my opening together for me one night. And the Hot Chase at K-Pax, never been a favorite of mine. Not sure how I feel about it now. Spacey, but remember kind of liking this film back in the day. No new features on here. I like Jeff Bridges. Like, I think that was kind of my real selling point for this one. Okay. The next one is where I got really excited. So we got Lulu on the Bridge here, Harvey Keitel, Mira Sorvino. Super stoked with this release. Look at this cast. Gina Gershon, Vanessa Redgrave, Mandy Patinkin, cameos from David Byrne and Lou Reed. Lou friggin' Reed, man. I love that series when I was a kid, the Sherlock series with Ronald Howard. He used to come on TV every day when I was after school. I know it was nominated for Best Actor for Afterglow. It really is an indie film. The one good thing I find for this is if there's enough here for the what's the word I'm looking for? For the bundle. This is a Quiet American. This is one I do like. Michael Caine, Brendan Fraser. It's got the 101-minute cut of the film on here. Audio commentary, featurettes, interviews, timelines. I've really fallen in love with Imprint as a company. And I'm probably the only person that's going to be excited about this one. But Browning version, great one. Remake from the 90s, falling out. Nice. Half Nelson. Yeah, this is probably only exciting me, but I was really stoked to see Half Nelson on here. If you've never seen it, it's actually a really good film with Ryan Gosling. Absolutely adore this movie. There's some great commentary, interviews, extended scenes. But my problem is I like everyone's on here. Now, you can buy the bundle. And the bundle includes Last Exit Brooklyn. Why didn't I see that one in here as a single release? Did I miss that one? I did, because this is one I really want. And I think this is probably the most exciting one for me out of all the releases. Is Last Exit Brooklyn, which is a really cool film. Got Jennifer Jason Leigh in this one here. Burt Young, Peter Dobson, Stephen Lang, Jerry Orbach, rest in peace. Limited edition, 2-disc hardbox set, 1,500 copies. Ton of features, new video essays on from Alexander Heller Nicholas, Willow Caitlin McClay. More special features to be confirmed. As you can see, this is it's a big, chunky box like the uninvited, unseen one that I showed you just a second ago. So for the 2 box sets, the John Huston box set, The Last Exit of Brooklyn, the other releases, it's $299.95. And I got to show the big one. Got to show this because I'm kind of curious if anybody's grabbing this one because it tempted me. I'm not going to lie. It tempted me. So Life Force is coming out from Imprint, and they're loading it up. They're loading it up. So it's on 4K. It's 2 4K discs. It's in a large holographic hard box with original full frontal artwork. You get it? Removable PVC slip cover with partial printing. It's a heavy bespoke collector's item measuring 24 to 32 centimeters, weighing in, and comes complete with comprehensive physical extras. A full matte laminated 27 by 40 folded print of the original Life Force poster. It's a double-sided printing of the alternate title Space Vampires variant. A reproduction of the 1985 press kit, reproduction of the original 1985 lobby cards, reproduction of the original 1985 Australian day bill, a reprint of the script itself, a 3D lenticular hard case housing all 4 discs. So it's going to be 2 4Ks and 2 Blu-rays. We get a 4K for the international cut with features, a 4K for the theatrical cut with features, a Blu-ray for the international cut, a Blu-ray for the theatrical cut. As you can see right here, so what is the heavy bespoke collector's item? Is that the box case itself, or I don't remember anything from Life Force. It was actually a really cool film. You know that Patrick Stewart's in it? I have the Arrow edition, but I'm very tempted to upgrade. And in big, for me anyway, news, Eclipse is back. Eclipse was a series that was put out by Criterion. It was their sub-label of usually director focused, and there was a whole bunch of them. They're on DVD, and they didn't usually have features. They were just focused on the films themselves. So Eclipse has returned, and now it's on Blu-ray. It starts off The Abyss, Kiro Tasami early shorts and features, 17 films, short films including The Experience, The Traveler, Wedding Suit, First Case, Second Case, Fellow Citizen, First Graders, Homework. There are Eclipse sets of the 6 extraordinary features by Kinyo Tanaka, a Japanese first successful woman director, 5 searing radical documentaries from the husband and wife team of Kazuo Hara and Shiko Kabashi. We get singing and dancing with Blu-ray upgrades of Carlos Soros' electrifying flamenco trilogy, Ernst Lubitsch's joyously risque pre-code musicals. I'd love to have that one, actually. I'm a big Ernst Lubitsch fan. On the pipeline, and sets devoted to the early films of Ruben Östlund and revolutionary cinema of Sarah Gomez. The relaunch of the line. Each release will use the best available materials, feature an essay, in which an expert shares historical context and insight about the film, which I'm absolutely stoked about. I'm so excited to see the Eclipse line back. I cannot wait to get some Eclipse back in my collection. And if you wondered like what came previously, here's the Eclipse box sets. So with the collection that they had previously done. They started off with early Bergman, the films of documentaries of Louis Malle, the late Uzu one. That's actually one I wanted. I really hope they upgrade some of these here. Raymond Bernard set. The first films of Samuel Fuller is on here as well. Carlos Soros' Flamenco Trilogy. We know they're upgrading that one. Post-war Kurosawa. Lubitsch musicals is getting upgraded. The Delirious Fictions of William Klein. Silent Uzu. I really want that one upgraded. Laura Shipko, Aki One is done, Proletariat, Trilogy, The Fallen Women, Rossellini's history films. So many. Nikatsu Noir, I really wanted to get that one. George Bernard Shaw film, Chantal Ackerman in the 70s. Sasha Guthrie, I love Sasha Guthrie's directing. Oshima's Outlast 60s. Akira Kurosawa's first films, Actuality of Alan King. Basil Durden's London Underground. Yeah, so many. Robert Downey Sr. Look at Ascent. Which one's that? Did I miss that one? Sabu set is here. Pearls of the Czech New Wave would be actually really good as well. When horror comes to Shoki, I almost picked this one up actually. It has Extra Outer Space, Goki, Body Snatch from Hell, Living Skeleton, and Genocide. I really wish I would have got that one. Early Fassbender's here, Late Ray, Anya Varda in California, Ingrid Bergman's Swedish Years, Claude Laura's Four Romantic Escapes. I'm looking for Ascent. Which one's that? Or maybe that was under the imprint ones I missed. But what an exciting time to be a collector. Flow looks really good, actually. Have the Japanese horror clip set, that one. It's a Russian one. Oh, there we go. The career of Lars Shepetiko, an icon of 60s, 70s Soviet cinema, was tragically cut short. She died in a car crash at the age of 40. God, this would be nice when I've upgraded. It's only a 2-disc set. DVD should be an easy upgrade. 66 and 77. 10 years apart, hey? Be a wonderful one now. The Eclipse series is so good. Also, I didn't put up here before, but I want to put up here now. 1-1 Films made an announcement just before I started this video for the new Black Label. And it's the Dollman Toy Box, the Dollman X Demonic Toys collection. I'm already in the newsletter. That's how I knew. So look at this. So it has not just Dollman. It's got Dollman, Demonic Toys, Dollman versus Demonic Toys, Demonic Toys 2, Demonic Toys, Jack Attack, and the Baby Oopsie Trilogy. So look at this. Baby Oopsie Trilogy. It's a massive set. Brand new extras on air, playing with his toys, Charles Band on Demonic Toys, striking the band, Richard Band on Demonic Toys, here comes Baby Oopsie, Dr. Billy Butler on Demonic Toys, plus archival things like the Video Zone featurettes, the Pulse Pounders stuff as well, which is kind of cool. Vintage commentaries. Actually, I thought it was a cool set. I want to show you guys. Anybody gonna pick this up? One of my interested in checking it out afterwards. Critics' Choice website has a Paramount 30% off sale going on right now. Paramount's put up some really good stuff lately. I've been up to work for Paramount a bit. I got their recent releases, Clueless, and the Small Soldiers, Steelbook, and of course, Catch a Thief, which all of them are stunning. Got some stuff coming. We got Scum 4K coming from 88 Films as well. I know this had a Blu-ray from Indicator. Devil Fetus. There's some more that are coming out, but they're not here yet. They're not showing up here yet. But they've been putting out such great stuff. 80 Films has. Like, I love the way they put out their different editions. Like they have their Slasher Classics collection, and like there's Alice Sweet Alice is here. Student Bodies, Terror Train, 8:10 to Midnight, First Power, Skitside. They used to do like all red cases. Now they've had to go to some black cases because it's hard to get. Blind Date, Christmas Evil. I just love the stuff the 88 Films does. Got the Fullman Legacy about, oh, dude, I'm jealous. Why is there only one thing for sale on Snaps Films website? I'm not quite sure, actually. I haven't checked the website. But 80 Films put out some great releases. And their Slasher Classics collection is a great one to collect. I collected a few of those. I still had to pick up from the Slasher Classics collection. I want to get, I kind of want to get the version of Terror Train. I'll pick up the version of Student Bodies and Dark Room. I don't think I've got Dark Room. I know Vinny shouldn't have put that out, but I don't have it. I don't think I got it. Maybe I got it. Scarecrow is still available. I kind of want that one too. Like I would pick up their releases of stuff over any other. I just like the way they're done. Daybreaker's 4K announcement already. There are some incredible announcements, by the way, from Lionsgate. Does Lionsgate have a website up here? Let's check it out. I never checked Lionsgate's website. Usually, like, see some stuff online. Let's go to shop. Lionsgate Horror. All right, we'll sign up later. Let's go to Blu-rays. Was it Lionsgate? What company put out the recent release of the big Steelbook for? This is not a good website, unfortunately. But a really good Steelbook of High Tension. Lionsgate Limited. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's look at the pre-orders. Oh, yeah. I was excited to see Meatballs. I'm Canadian, and I remember watching this movie in theater. And I've only ever had this on DVD, so I'm kind of stoked that the Steel will get there. Look at Lionsgate doing it right by giving us those 2 discs, man. Never before seen Lionsgate Limited extras. Ivan Reitman, head counselor, The Sound of Summer, Stabling Shot with Jason Reitman, Casting Camp, original 1978 Meatballs casting sessions. Oh, that's kind of cool. 4K for the first time with Dolby Vision. Thanks for showing me the Lionsgate Limited, by the way. Really appreciate that, man. This is gorgeous. I really want this one. Let's see if Lionsgate will work with me. Got Daybreakers here. New features. This 4K includes new bonus features available in the US for the first time. Dolby Vision HDR in this one. Lush visceral illustrations of the main characters by artists. That's a gorgeous cover. Building the world of Daybreakers. So these are new featurettes. Art and craft, gag reel, art department, First subsiders, makeup effects, stunt department on set of Daybreakers, and legacy features here as well, including the big picture, the short film, audio commentary, making Daybreakers. Jeez. I'm Requiem for a Dream. Oh, wow. That's a nice one. Lenticular, 4K lenticular gift box. It's only $49 too. It's not bad at all. Oh, wow. The long walk does look good. And their most recent limited editions. Oh, here it is. Look at this lenticular cover for one of my favorites. I love High Tension. This is the unrated cut of High Tension. I saw this on Jake Steelbook Obsessed Instagram channel, and God, I want this so bad. Look how gorgeous this is. HDR 10 plus. Created by Second Sight, by the way. So this is the same like one that Second Sight put out. And I missed the Second Sight one, so we might have this one. Audio commentary, experiment suspense. Look at all this stuff. Lion Gates Limited that features plus the legacy features. Crying out loud. Anybody else have this one? See, I missed out on Second Sight release, so for me, Black Love, this is one to get for me, I guess. Addition to the scroll bottom. I have it on Blu-ray somewhere, I think, the old one. Holy crap. All of Me, Apocalypse Now, Basic Instinct, Conversation Crazies, Down the Thief, Frailty, Freaky Tales, High Tension, It Follows. It Follows gotta be good. King of New York, fantastic film. I don't know if I need to upgrade it, but it's a great film. May is fantastic. Requiem for a Dream we saw, Reservoir Dogs, Third Man, Way of the Gun, You're Next. What's their version of You're Next look like? Oh, yeah. So they're putting it out with Steelbook editions. Hey, Kubrick, welcome, man. Of like, so there's Second Sight editions, and they're putting it like Steelbook editions with Second Sight features and prints on it. That's kind of cool. Okay, I think for now, those are the announcements that we're going to be looking at. Wow. There is so much great stuff coming out. So much great stuff. Oh, wait, I do want to share the Hammer stuff because you mentioned that. So real quick look at the Hammer releases that are out. So Captain Kronos, the limited edition is sold out, but you can still buy Captain Kronos on Blu-ray and 4K. All the cool special features. There are 3 iterations of Captain Kronos, the widescreen 166, the UK theatrical 137, and the as film version and the US theatrical 185. Brand new 15-minute documentary, new introduction, new commentary, another new introduction, archival commentaries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 archival commentaries, featurettes, interviews, loaded to the gills. Look at this cover here. Look at this freaking cover, man. This is not even the limited. This is the limited standard. And you can choose 4K or Blu-ray, depending on what you want. The second one that is still in print, I think, as of right now, we'll go to that first. Is it in print? Would be the Quatermass one. So we'll go to the Quatermass collection. Is it gone? Is it a print? No, it's here. It's right here. So this is the one that I don't have, the Quatermass Experiment. It comes again in this here, kind of like full leather type box. It also has like fantastic Graham Humphreys art, otherwise known as the creeping unknown, I think, in the U.S. and Canada. Yeah, creeping unknown. So it's got that full out, the two 4Ks, the 3 Blu-rays. It has a ton of featurettes. There's the Quatermass Experiment. It's got it comes with the Kino has some cool stuff. But I really need to have I really need this edition. I love the fact that they have like multiple subtitles on here from English, French, Italian, Spanish, and German. That's amazing. It's freaking amazing. And for the regular editions, like the latest one was the regular limited edition. Is the Man in Black. Comes with, I think, a 4K and Blu-ray. But special features are really good. It comes with 2 audio commentaries. What I really want, though, is there's a Men in Black with Martin Edwards and Andrew Taylor talking about the work of John Dixon Carr. I read a lot of his novels when I was growing up. So that is really, really interesting. I would buy for that alone. Featurettes on these are incredible. The booklets are amazing. They also, of course, put out Blood Orange, which is another really fun, kind of little-known Hammer release. Directed by Terrence Fisher and starring Tom Conway. Again, load up special features. And, of course, the Actioner, Shatter, with Stuart Whitman, which I still only have on DVD, so I would love to have this one. This was a Hammer Shaw Brothers co-production. So, yeah, so martial arts in this one. Peter Cushing in this one here. Tai Lung is in this one, who was, going to be doing the majority of the real cool martial arts stuff. Just amazing stuff. And can I find the Kino stuff? Let's see if it's there. Because Kino made some amazing announcements that I really want to talk about. So we know that, of course, Ilsa's coming out soon. And the Airport, the complete 4K, four film collection on 4K. Actually, I'm kind of stoked about that. I wish it was a little bit cheaper, though. But it is 4 films in 4K. I've not been super big into some of the stuff that's come out. I'm big into Adam Sandler stuff. There's some that's okay. But, come on. Stream. Not in this lifetime. So then they've got the Alfred Hitchcock sale going on right now, the birthday sale. Great Imprint. Imprint's putting out amazing Alfred Hitchcock releases. The Alfred Hitchcock Hour is getting an Imprint television release for the first season. Alfred Hitchcock 9 is coming out, getting a massive set. Alfred Hitchcock, like remakes of 2 of his films are coming out. I'm really excited about that one. There's Alfred Hitchcock the Solon Eras coming out too. So we got like Xanadu here. So what we got in pre-order? I saw Xanadu in theater, by the way. Okay, this is the one I want to talk about. Dan Curtis, Classic Monsters. I saw these on TV when they came out originally back in the day. So we got Dracula with Jack Palance. I love the art on this, by the way. No Ilsa set. There is eventually Ilsa set coming out current, but here's what happened. There were some issues behind the scenes. Maybe been rights issues, not quite sure. But they couldn't talk about it too much. But they could put out the set, but it would have taken another year to come out. So they're releasing them separately on their own, and then they'll put them in a set afterwards for people who want to buy within the set. But I'd say, get them the way they are now. Look at the cover on this. Anybody else excited about this one but me? I have one for today, George. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Hey, Rafe, welcome, man. It's a collection. So it's all of the ones that the put out at that Dan Curtis did. We got Dracula, Frankenstein, and The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I remember when that premiered on television. Really excited. Each of them have features. Each of them have audio commentaries and interviews and stuff. So you get all three of them in one set. What's on the else of the one? I like the alternate art for the also one too. Audio commentary, a brand new audio commentary with Cat Ellinger, and oh, nice. But that wasn't the only Dan Curtis one was announced. There's another Dan Curtis one announced. I can't find it right now. Night of the Juggler is getting a good release. That actually reminds me of something. Yes, there it is. Dead of Night is getting a release as well. I really love this, Portmanteau's anthology film. TV one, it was a good one. I really liked this back in 77. I was like 6 years old when this came out. I remember watching it. New audio commentary, introduction by Jeff Thompson, who wrote television horrors to Dan Curtis. I love to pick up that book up. Dead of Night, a Dark Night blazed in the 69 TV pilot. Oh, wow. And yeah, that reminds me. How can I not mention Radiant started a brand new line. Radiant started a brand new line starting with Night of the Juggler, which is a fantastic, suspenseful film. Brand new 4K restoration. Good price. Like $24.99. That's a good price for that, man. And it's their brand new transmission line of films from Radiance. This is more my style, Radiance. Though I do kind of want Radical Japan. Cinnamon Steak, 9 films by Nagase Oshima. Got some great stuff on this one. First volume of Radical Japan, the forms of films of new wave icon Nagase Oshima. So we got The Catch, Death by Hanging, Diary of Shinjuku Thief, Boy, The Man Who Left His Will on Film, The Ceremony, Dear Summer Sister. All his films depressing as Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, because that one I remember. That was kind of depressing. He did burn offerings, yeah. My kids haven't visited me this time. My kids have been working like crazy. They want to. Actually, they're planning a visit soon. But I usually visit them because I have a bit more free time on me. And there we go. I think we went over a lot of stuff tonight, a lot of really great things. And I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. I want to thank George for giving the first donation in a while, which is actually kind of cool because it does help the channel, helps the channel a lot. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me here in the Cult of Cinema. It's my first live in a while. I don't get to do them much very often. It's just too much. Oh, they've been in Morocco before. It's just they haven't been here in a few years since they were younger. But I'll get them here eventually when they got enough time. They don't have to pay. I'll get their tickets here. that won't be an issue. But it's just getting time for work at the same time. My daughter's going back to college this year too, so it's going to be a big year. Thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate that, by the way. My name is Aaron. This has been the Cult of Cinema. It's a hot night here in Morocco. And thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for staying with me when I had to go and do the cat food thing. And I will see all you guys soon. So have a wonderful evening. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a great night.